The wrong sister. Dear Steve and Shirley, about 2 years ago, I messed around with my sister's husband after a drunken night out. I made him swear that nothing would ever happen between us again. We managed to stay away from each other, but he would text me often begging for just one more night with me. He would tell me how sexy I am and I'm the best he's ever had and he's with the wrong sister and all of that. I also enjoyed that night very much and have not been able to get him off my mind either. He has beautiful dark skin and hazel eyes and is very gifted with his tongue. Whenever I was at my sister's house, I would look at him and replay that night over and over in my head. Then go home and take care of business by myself while fantasizing about him. In April, we all went out and celebrated my sister's birthday, and the whole night he undressed me with his eyes. He called me the next day, and we both agreed that we couldn't take it anymore. He got us a hotel room, and we made love over and over again. It was all that I have remembered, plus some. We talked about how it feels so right with us, and then he gave me some should've, could've, would'ves, like if he'd met me first, we'd be together. I don't feel guilty about sleeping with him, but I know I'm a terrible human being. Whenever he leaves me, I get sad and I long to have a man just like him. He said he loves me and wants me in his life, but it's complicated. I know that if my sister ever found out, our relationship is over for life. I know things like this happen in movies, but this is my real life. Should I tell him we should go for it and see what happens, or do I deal with the heartbreak and let my sister have her husband back? Aw, why don't you be so generous? Isn't that sweet of you? And just let your sister have her husband back. What? Let me just say, first off, I'm just glad you're not my sister, okay? And I really hate this letter, because what do you want? What do you want? You have all the answers right here. You know right from wrong. You know, you know what you're doing. You're not going to stop seeing him. This is all like a game to you, really. You know what you're doing. You know who you're doing it with. And of course, you know this is going to break your sister's heart if she found out. So what do you really want? I don't understand. You ask, should you tell him that you guys should go for it and see what happens, or do you deal with the heartbreak and let your sister have her husband back? What? That's really what you're thinking about right now? I just think this letter is just so wrong, because you know everything. You said you're a terrible human being for doing this. You're right. I mean, you have no remorse about this. You even said you don't feel guilty about this, but you should feel guilty. This is your sister, your blood. And it sounds like she's your only sister. You're just sleeping with her husband because it's fun to you. I mean, this affair, and I hesitate to call it that, this is just some mess that you're in. It's going to stop when you say stop, when you say so. Because why would he stop when he's getting two sisters for the price of one, thanks to you? I mean, he's got the best of both worlds. He is the man right now. I mean, you must like getting used or played or something, because that's what is going on. Please stop. Just please stop this. That's my only appeal to you, because you have all the answers. You know what's going on, before your sister finds out. And one more thing, I'll say it again. I'm glad